MAGA, I have to talk to y'all because, y'all running it right now. You know what I mean? You're running it. Good, bad, or indifferent, you're in power. Do you feel empowered?
How do you react when you're walking, minding your business, and you meet a MAGA fan wearing a MAGA hat?
Show some respect. He's on the absolute respect.
MAGA's burning their hats because Trump said to forget about the Epstein files. People are uploading videos of them burning their MAGA hats and taking down their signs in front of their houses. This is because Trump promised to release the Epstein files. Then he said there was no Epstein files. Then he said there's Epstein files written by Obama. Then he said forget about it.
Let things get this
Well, we need to protect the children of this country. So people want to see justice happen for those children that were taken away from their families. However, they now feel like Trump is protecting him and other people. By playing down the importance of releasing these files, now trying to blame Democrats for making the files. But Epstein wasn't arrested until
to
2019.
have this much concern for kids but not have this much concern for your neighbors. Disgusting. Children turn into adults one day.
You're saying this all could have been prevented if people saw what he was doing to adults in the first place? They shouldn't be surprised by his actions towards children. Children don't know how to make decisions for themselves. Adults do. So why should I care about another adult?
You can totally not care what happens to a stranger now that they're all grown up or that their life is going to be negatively impacted, but you care about a kid who will one day be an adult that you also won't care about. I just don't understand. We need to help kids make decisions as much as they can until they get developed so they can make the decisions on their own. What's so hard to understand? Are you acting like division in America is caused by adults that stop caring about other adults? Because history repeats itself, and we need to prevent anything like this from happening ever again so we can actually prosper as a...
Well, I agree we need to prevent Epstein from ever happening again. Who cares what happens to other adults?
The only thing America is missing is community, and once...
It's too late! Hyper-independence 2024!
I guess MAGA's almost over. They are burning their hats. I never burn my socks hat. But y'all watch this video.
MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on. Burn, baby, burn. And this is a great representation of what's left of MAGA. MAGA.
I guess you fucked around, then you found out. Now we're in the stage after we found out. Man, that was the shortest lived club I've ever seen in my life. There's games out here that's been running a lot longer than y'all. Y'all can't be that strong. God bless y'all, man. Wish y'all the best. And hope y'all continue to get your minds right, your souls and your hearts right. And believe in God, and you'll see the truth.
Y'all, they are literally out here burning MAGA merch. They are burning their hats. They are burning their shirts. Fire. Anywho, they are literally out here burning it down. So Nick Fuentes, we know who that is, right? The self-confessed white supremacist is telling MAGA now to burn their merch, and it's time that they abandon syphilitic Sid. It's over, it's done, no more. And why do you say? Why are they burning their MAGA merch? Because they won't release the Epstein files. They won't release the list. So all these conspiracy theorists are saying that part of his base, the only reason why they voted for him this time was because he promised while on the campaign trail to release the Epstein files. Surprise, surprise! So they just out here setting all their MAGA shit on fire. I love this for them. I really do. Everything else, forget the floods, forget that big bad bill. All that matters is that they're not telling the truth about what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. They are not convinced that he unalived himself, that he was actually murked, and they need that list. And so because of that, they are burning all of their MAGA merch. Yay!
Let's hear what more people have to say about this whole idea of wearing MAGA hat. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
Recently, I've been scrolling for a while, and I've come across videos of individuals on multiple platforms burning their MAGA hats. Okay? They're burning their MAGA hats. And most of this is due to the Epstein files. Everyone are disheartened because this morality and this distrust that stems from the Epstein files have really created a rift between their belief system and their support for Donald Trump and this administration. So they're burning their MAGA hats. They're saying that they're no longer supporting MAGA, and the ashes from the hats, they're saying, hey, this is what's left of MAGA. It's the representation. So my question for you, if you've done that, I would love to hear why you did it in the comments. Was it the Epstein files? And if you haven't, I would love to know why you are still supporting this individual and this administration. Just in half a year, we've seen, oh my goodness, let's stay on subject. So the MAGA hats. If you're burning your MAGA hats, let me know. Let me know why. If you're on TikTok burning your MAGA hats, if you're on Instagram burning your MAGA hats, if you're on X burning your MAGA hats, if you're on any social media platform burning your MAGA hats, I want to know why. Is it just the Epstein files, or is it because of any of the inhumane things that are taking place across our country? Is it because of the violations of the Constitution? What is it? What is it? Is it because you have loved ones, friends and family and people in your community that may be veterans or elderly that may be losing their Social Security, or youth and loved ones who had SNAP benefits and Medicaid and Medicare that's being stripped away from them? I'm just trying to figure out the reason for burning the MAGA hats now. Because you've had an opportunity for a long time. And look, this is genuine, a genuine inquiry. Why now?
And the plot thickens. Yeah. It took y'all goddamn forever, but at least, you're getting there. Them walls is closing in on Trump's ass. I guess the Epstein shit was the last straw for him. But let's take into consideration who he is and the allegations he had. The ones that his supporters just seem to ignore. All the evidence in the world, and they still refuse to believe the truth.
We're not going to play with these anymore. MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on.
I'm confused why he has 3 hats in the first place. Are you not satisfied with one? You already look like a dork wearing one of them. What do you need 3 for? Nevertheless, still happy to see it burn. Disco Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn. This is a great representation of what's left of MAGA.
Somewhere, somehow, Velveeta Voldemort is seeing this shit and he mad at a motherfucker. Them walls is closing in. You can't avoid the truth forever, and the truth will come out. Even the fire looks racist. Somehow they still just can't get with the idea that Trump is one of them. But they think he's protecting them. No, he's protecting himself. He gave it the finger. I think a torch might be just a bit too much, but either way, I'm all for it.
Now, I'm sitting in the car. You can see me, I'm sitting in the car. So I had to get this out, because this week has just been, not only has it been long for me, but it seems like it's been long for Trump. Seems like it's been a long, very long week for Trump. So weekend and week for Trump already. So first off, MAGA, I have to talk to y'all because, y'all running it right now. You know what I mean? You're running it, good, bad, or indifferent, you're in power. Do you feel empowered? So, are you tired of winning yet? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you tired of winning? Because it seems like you're just tired of Trump. So some polling came out over the week saying that everyone is kind of flipped their tune on immigration. Y'all starting to seem a lot work. You're sounding and looking work. I mean, when the Democrats was telling you immigrants ain't the one that's taking your job, work. You're not American. Do you feel American now? Or did you feel American then? Because you guys have been doing a lot of flip-flopping here lately. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't lie to you and I won't hold you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to fold them. Sometimes you got to hold them. Like in Texas. Sometimes you got to fold them. Sometimes you got to hold them. So, immigration and deporting illegal immigrants has seemed like it has changed a little bit. It seems like the way that Trump has been portraying them, you guys don't want that no more. Is it because of what we always told you, MAGA? That you've always seemed pretty racist? Is that what it seems like? Does it seem like you're mistreating people on how you're conducting your business, on trying to take America back from I don't know who, because you stole it from someone already? I mean, I don't know what you're trying to get out the deal when you were the original thief, right? So the poll's saying that, hey guys, the majority has it again, and guess what? We just don't want to deport people like we've been doing. We want to keep them here, and we want to give them a pathway to citizenship. That's how bad we want them to stay. We'll go ahead and we even concede to giving them a pathway to citizenship to keep them here. Now that's really weird, because at first there was no path, no citizenship, and ring them all up like they cattle and get them on out of here. So that's kind of weird how everything then switched and not even a good 7 months yet. Then is it the FBI director trying to quit? It seems like a whole bunch of people out of the Justice Department is trying to leave because they ain't like how the Epstein files happened. Well, that's kind of weird that you guys want to resign over the Epstein files. I mean, we already knew what we already knew. So what's so different now? Tell me, what has changed your mind? Is it when he said, when Trump said he like them young, or Epstein like them younger? Or was it when he was going into pageants and say he just like to walk into the pageants to see what the girls look like because they're very pretty, and because he owns the pageants, he get to look at them however he want to and do whatever he want to do with them because he owns the pageants? Was it that part? Or or was it the part when he paid the porn star when he was having an affair on his wife, when his wife was giving birth to their child and he was out there banging porn stars? He had to pay them off with campaign dollars and y'all didn't do nothing about it then. So what part were you embarrassed about? Or how about I know what you're gonna say, MAGA. I know what you're gonna say. More, why you keep bringing up old shit? That's old shit. Okay. How about we bring up something that happened this week? You go, more, something happened this week. Yeah, something happened this week. Sure did happen this week. So how about we talk about how embarrassed you are when he's talking to the president of Liberia, and he don't know the official language is English, and he tells the president, well, you speak such beautiful English. Most people at my table don't speak as good as English as you do. Where did you actually learn that from? Did you go somewhere and learn how to speak English from another country? And the president was like, no. Why would I have done that? We have wonderful universities in Africa that I could have learned that from. I don't see why I had to leave my country to go learn someone else's language that it's actually my first language. English is actually my first language. I don't see why I had to leave my country to learn that. And the president felt very, very disrespected. Very disrespected. And that's something that we're going to have to deal with, because that president is not very happy. He said there will be some consequences and repercussions behind people's actions about that. And how many friends are we going to lose just to say Donald Trump is our president? How much health care do we need to lose before we can finally say this experiment is done? How many people must die in Texas or New Mexico or whatever the next storm gonna come from before we figure out this experiment is not going the way we thought it was gonna go? I could have told you, in fact, I knew it was gonna be worse this time. I could have swore I was one of those ones that was saying, don't put him back in office because it's gonna be worse than before. If you added $1 trillion to the debt in 4 years in being in office, and we have a disease that wipes us all away, and I hate that people keep saying it ain't nothing but the cold. Well, if it was the cold, why did we lose 1 million people? Stupid people. I wish you stopped saying that. Now, would I argue, or would I like to debate you on if it's a cold but it's stronger than the cold and people were dying from it? We can debate that. We can debate that. We can debate that COVID and the cold are cousins. We can argue that. We can debate that a little bit. I can see why you get that. I can see that. I see that. But don't tell me that we shouldn't worry about it, because now measles are back. Ain't nobody died of measles in 25 years. Then on top of that, now you're telling me the bubonic plague is back? Like the one that killed millions of people is back? So, MAGA, are you telling me you ain't washing your ass no more? Because the blue-blooded plague starts off with no hygienic habits. It's saying that you don't remember how to wash your ass. So, do we need a tutorial? Do we need to put Kristen Ohms in all the commercials instead of her doing the ones that she trying to get rid of immigrants and she looks like somebody spray painted her face on her body because it's so made up and so tight and looks like it's been squeezed to the back of her fucking face? Do we need to get her on one of them goddamn infomercials to say, hey, it might be time to wash your ass, your kneecaps, and everything else that need to be washed, your hair, maybe on the daily? You might want to do that because that seems better than dying from the blue-blooded plague. I'm done. I'm over it. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all again. This week gonna be busy again, so you might not hear from me for a while until something else stupid happen. But something else stupid gonna happen. We just gotta figure out when it's gonna happen. So if something stupid happen, you'll hear from me. If not, I want y'all to have a great weekend. I want y'all to stay safe. I want you guys to watch the Weather Channel just a little bit. Just a little bit, because it seems like the federal government is not going to help you out in the floods or anything like that. So you might want to start evacuating yourself. All you MAGA people who didn't want big government and didn't feel the need for big government and all that other great stuff that we're just giving our money away to Israel. I have to keep saying that. Israel. Because one day it'll snap. Y'all will realize our money, for some reason, is not being spent on us as Americans. It's being spent on Israel. So y'all have a great one. I want y'all to stay safe. Goodbye.
MAGA is mad. They're so angry. I could watch videos of MAGA hats being burned like all day. One fewer hat every time. I love that. But here's the thing. I don't think that they are mad at the right things. They're directing all of their anger at Pam Bondi like she's not just like an extension of him doing whatever it is that he says to do and listening to everything that he says. I mean, clearly they didn't expect the blowback whenever she said there's no list, because then there was a list again and now there's not, or somebody else wrote it or whatever. Like, they're only mad because they think that he's protecting Democrats. They don't understand yet that it's clear he's on the list. But that's okay. Like, keep burning it. Keep being mad. Keep burning your hats.
Okay, so I'm at the airport. Get ready to obviously take a trip because that's what you do when you're at the airport. Anyway, I saw something really disheartening. I saw a Trump 2028 hat on an obviously empty head, and on a man, and then of course his wife had her Trump hat on too. And I'm like, Trump 2028? What the fuck, people? You do realize that he can't have a third term. Have you read the Constitution? I get that he's trying to probably, overthrow that and, have a third term or make himself a king, a dictator, whatever. But yeah, these are his supporters, his cult members who are, obviously supporting that. It's like, they talk about the Constitution and this country and their patriotism and everything, and it's bullshit, because you are actively going to, overthrow everything that this country stands for by having a dictator.
Humans, why do you gotta suck? Donald Trump is in full-blown panic mode right now over all the criticism that he's getting from his own supporters, the MAGA base, over his refusal to release any more documents on Epstein after previously promising to do so. This has clearly gotten to Donald Trump. It's certainly become a headache for him and his administration. He wants the story to go away. It just won't. And that's why he released this new unhinged statement on Truth Social, talking about everything that's gone down in the past week over this Epstein files conversation. He defends the Department of Justice, defends his administration, while simultaneously attacking his own supporters and basically telling them to get over it, to stop talking about the story. And it's already not going over well with the MAGA base. So I want to show you this statement, read the entire thing, dive right into it. But I also think it's important to keep this in mind as we go through this statement. This was Jon Ossoff at a rally in Georgia earlier today, and what he said is spot on. So just take a look at that.
President Trump promised to end the wars. He promised to release the Epstein files. Did anyone really think the sexual predator president who used to party with Jeffrey Epstein was going to release the Epstein files?
It's exactly right from Senator Jon Ossoff, the guy who was flying with Jeffrey Epstein on his plane, appearing in the flight log 7 different times. Did anybody really think that this guy was going to release these documents? Certainly not anybody I know. Certainly not a Democrat. I know the MAGA base fell for it, but most rational people were saying obviously not. So let's get into this statement. And you can just see, as we go through it, you can hear the panic in his typing. It's so oblivious. He said, quote, "What's going on with my boys?" And in some cases, gals. For some reason, he decided to put both of those in quotation marks. They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's doing a fantastic job. We're on one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it all over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. To me, this reads as a direct attack at the MAGA base. He's calling people who are talking about Epstein, quote, selfish people. I think a lot of people who are talking about this just want transparency, and that's not even a political thing. It's not left, right, Republican, Democrat as to who is demanding transparency. I think most people, most average Americans are just like, yeah, we want some honesty here from the government about what took place, some honesty from the guy who promised to be honest about it, and he's calling them selfish people, saying they're trying to hurt his administration. He then goes on to say that apparently Obama, Biden, and Hillary wrote the documents, the Epstein files, saying, quote, "Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama?"